Waiting to see video. If you're ever wondering why I don't say anything for a little while, the YouTube is a little delayed, and I don't know exactly when it starts stuff, so I like to wait until I can actually see something on the screen, which is now. I can do that now. Hello again. I'm going to play the first 40 minutes of a game, as is what I do on this channel. And today's game is going to be Gone Home. It came out a long time ago. I had it on screen before, but now I don't. Oh, August 15th, 2013. So yeah, it's fairly old, but it was originally released only on PC, and now it's on PS4 and Xbox One, and that just happened last week. So I can play it on PS4 and stream it, and I'm gonna. Metacritic got 86, well liked. It's a little indie game. I think it was made by just, could be wrong about this, but I think it was just one guy who made it. Who did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna ruin so much about what it is, because I think I can just start it and you'll sort of get the gist of it. I remember liking it. I haven't played it since August or whenever. I probably played it within a couple months of it coming out on PC. I haven't touched it since then. I haven't seen it since then. This is the PS4 version. Is the screen is all I've seen of it. But I don't think that'll be a problem. It'll all come back. With that being said, I'm just gonna start. It is, here's the time. All right. There's a controller. You walk and you look. And you load. Did it freeze? No, it did not.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
All right. I have control. Character's name, Caitlin Greenbrier. Apparently coming home to Portland. And this is my family house. And that's all you know. Okay. So L2 sort of zooms in on things. Note for me from somebody named Sam. We don't know who that is at this point. I get in. Locked door. Put that Christmas stuff down. Oh, this is my driver's license. I don't remember that from the original. Boarding pass, key. This family house isn't at all creepy. So yeah, it looks like the family just
Dear
moved
Katie,
in.
so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Okay, so that's who Sam is, your younger sister. So what this game pretty much is you wandering around your house, trying to figure out where everybody is. And then, let's see, now that we have the context of who Sam is, we can look at this note again. It seems that Sam has gone missing. And you're not supposed to tell the parents, although taping a message to the front door of where the parents live seems like a bad way to hide that information. But either way, it's a mystery, and it's afoot. She's not underneath this hand soap, so we've figured that out. Am I coming from Amsterdam? Oh, this is... Looks like it's my flight from here to Amsterdam. I hear floor creaking. Having a Nintendo is a good reason to hang out with somebody. Apparently the new house is crumbling into the ground.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam.
Good message.
Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so, love you. See you soon. Bye.
Done? So I guess that last one was me, and that the first two, I don't know who that was. I like the parentheses under the mom and dad. Alright. By the way, if you think this is really boring and not at all interesting, then the game's not for you, because it's pretty much what it is. You wandering around looking at stuff. And creepy thunder. Apparently we bought this dead guy's house. Sorry. I don't know who that is. I hope you can read this stuff. I'm not, I'm not going to read this stuff out loud while I'm playing. Yeah, hopefully you can read it while I'm going through this on the screen. I know sometimes the resolution isn't that great, but hopefully it's good enough. I like that all of these things are checked off except for positive attitude.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Oh good, the house is creepy. Let's go into a dark room. Oh, I think, if I remember right, I think one of the parents is like a electronics reviewer, and this is a review of the Pioneer CLD D703 combination laserdisc compact disc player. I wonder if that's an actual thing. I doubt it, but maybe. Let's find out. That'll be fun. CLD D703. Yes, it is. It is, in fact, a laser disc player. I wonder if this review is actually real. That I'm not going to find out. I don't. That won't be very compelling to watch me search around for it. Combination, eh? People like to leave their passwords sitting around. Trash this house before the parents come back. What are those? Thing that I can look at. Well, 1963 is written on that. Nope. Well, this explains why all the lights are flickering. This is a creepy house. It doesn't help that it's raining. I'm 2-1. Does anybody still care? Ah. Alright, not sure whose that is, but someone's. Understanding teens. Yeah, so I guess the... Oh, I can duck. Ooh. It seems like there's some issues with Sam. So apparently the dad is not, or the mom, I guess I don't know if it's the dad or the mom. Oh wait, no, it's the dad, because it's Dear Terrence. Yeah, apparently he's not doing well at his reviews. But yeah, look at this big number. Seems, I mean, it seems like that's gonna be the code, but it seems like a weird place to put it. Like, I think this game is supposed to be... Oh, crap. Good, I didn't forget it. Seems like this is supposed to be, like, realistic. I don't know how realistic that is, that the password would be there, but... Alright, so there's something with a lawyer? Oh, it's a will. Oh, this is the owner of the house, not, yeah, Mason. I forget what the character's last name is. Oh, Greenbrier. So apparently we got this house in, that's good. We got this house as, because it was from Oscar Mason's will. I don't know who Oscar Mason is, or why everybody thinks it's creepy. Well, I can guess why everybody thinks it's creepy, but everybody thinks it's creepy because it is. But yeah, I don't know who he is, why he gave us this. So apparently, Terrence Greenbrier is a failed author. Who writes books about a time-traveling James Bond who tries to save JFK's life. Who among us wouldn't read that? I actually probably wouldn't read that.
Stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
Well, let's go ahead and turn that right off. What teenager doesn't want to get making friends even when you can't read the subtitle?
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk, but sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform, and she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
Who doesn't? So here's the letter apparently that led to the dad starting to write reviews. Makes the house feel a little less creepy. I wonder if I can put side B on. Or, I don't know what side that was. That was... Oh, when I... Wait, what? Play? Okay. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this. It's cassettes. Apparently I cannot switch the sides. When did I get across the... Oh, I remember. When I walked across the hallway is when I got across the hallway. I thought we lost those pirates at Horse Island. I still can't spell imbecile. So that story is clearly something that you keep in a box in the closet off of the TV room. This is just where that goes. Did I read this? Oh. The fabled CLB D703 unit. Don't worry, parents. Listening to this punk music angries up the blood. And I feel like I can probably just blame it on Sam and they'll believe me. Although they probably know that she's missing. Oops. I haven't gone down here. Bunch of coupons. Ooh, music room. Of course.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop that. Hmm. already the way this story is starting, I feel like it's not hitting the the intended results of the health class paper. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Yes, see me as a response that one would get. I thought it was a good story. A rejection letter for... so I guess the first book didn't sell well, and so they're rejecting him for the second book. Things aren't going great for Terrence Green... I've already forgot his name. Greenbrier? Is that what it was? I'll get it by the end of this. Greenbrier, yes. It's got a lot of letters.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
House goes on forever. And they leave lots of notes. And just drawers full of stuff.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Psycho House is an excellent. Oh, something's in the attic. Yeah, Psycho House is a very good icebreaker. I think we've gone down this wing of the house. You hooked it? I'm not making fun. I actually really like this game. But I'm realizing, well, I'm self-conscious because I feel like people are watching me, even though I know nobody's watching me right now, but perhaps in the future, that this probably isn't the most entertaining thing. Well, whatever. Directions. Right. God, these people are animals. I guess they're just moving. You can give them a break. We finally find out some stuff about Janice Greenbrier. She is a conservationist. It's like the west wing of the house is for the dad, and the east wing is For the mom. This, I bought tequila bottles that look like this before. I'm turning all the lights on. Electric bill's gonna be huge. Upstairs then. Can't read this. Oh, cooking class. Couples. Oh, bowling. Ballroom dancing. It's very stereotypical things. Wonder whose room this is. It's like they knew that people would do that. How right they were. About what I expected. I think there's a... Oh, it's a TV. Just say something somebody left an amplifier on and there was a... We have a cassette?
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool small.
Adventurous the Cat. Oh, I'm not good at these. What year is this? Post 94. Apparently March 95. That doesn't look fun. Apparently this is a continuation of the saga begun in the health class story. That it seems like they missed some textures on that. Didn't really look like a book, unless it was done on purpose. We are out in the hallway again. with teenagers. So I've got about just a couple minutes left. Let's head up into the attic, because we saw something about that earlier. Enter if red lights are on. Red lights are on. Duly noted. Oh, alright. New idea. Let's not go into the attic. Apparently Janice Greenbrier very happy with the performance of Richard Pattermack. Pattermack. She should fire him just because I don't know what his name is. More crap just laying around.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think...
Sounds like the Sleater Kitty lady. Like, to the point where I'm assuming this is a pre-Sleater Kitty band. Or maybe this is Sleater Kitty and they just can't use the name or something? Let's find out. This is pretty much going to be it. Because it's been 40 minutes. It's 40 minutes in this game. Heavens to Bet... Oh, it was there and now it's gone. Heavens to Betsy was an American indie punk band formed in Olympia, Washington in 1991. It's the first band of Sleater Kinney vocalist guitarist Corn Tucker. So, yeah. Fun. All of this licensed music, by the way, is, Door does not drown that out very much. All this licensed music is gonna give YouTube a heart attack. Whenever I post stuff that has, like, any kind of licensed music, like the Pixel Junk Shoot, or even that music that I was commenting on that was really weird, I guess is, like, somebody's stuff. It wasn't, like, made for the video game. Yeah, YouTube flags all that stuff, and they yell at me and say I'm not allowed to make any money, which I'm not trying to do anyway. I don't have ads turned on, but if you do get ads on some videos, that's apparently why. Because whoever owns the license to that music wants ads to be there, so YouTube has this, like, detection thingy that if they detect licensed stuff, they'll go with whoever the license holder is, and then they'll put ads on my stuff and get money for it, which is a little irritating to me. Not that I want to make any money out of this, but I feel like if there are ads on this stuff, that they should be for other people. Or if I'm not making any money, there shouldn't be any ads. But whatever. Minor gripe with YouTube. And I don't want to turn the music off, so... because I think it helps. And I'm never going to turn the ads on purpose anyway. That was a little babble about nothing. So So that's the first 40 minutes of Gone Home. You've sort of seen what's going on. Sam seems troubled. Seems to be getting into a relationship with somebody. Dad seems to be a struggling author who can't get books published and isn't doing very well at his other job. And the mom seems to be, you don't know much about her yet. You learn more later. She seems to be a conservationist, has been doing work stuff. And as you go through the game, you sort of figure out, like, you learn more about all of the people, a little more about Sam than anybody else, and you kind of learn where everybody is, what's happened while you were coming home, and it's interesting. It's good stuff, and there's actually some legitimately scary moments in the game too, where the creepy factor of the house just goes through the roof. I didn't get to any of that stuff, but you can imagine how it could be. You find some weird stuff in the house, and just sort of seeing all the stuff that's in it is fairly neat. I like the game. It's $20 right now, I think. The PS4 version is $20. If you were to buy it on Steam, I'm sure at this point they're just giving it away, because that's what they do on Steam. Let me look it up real quick, like, before signing off. It's $20 on Steam too. I'm sure it goes on sale a lot. But I mean, yeah, 20. It's still worth it. It's a well done game. A little different in that you're not shooting people, and it mainly just tells the story through you discovering stuff. There's no narrative arc. Although it was kind of leading us through some stuff, like it introduced us to the dad, and then like it introduced us to Sam a little bit, and then sort of her deal, the sort of falling for the punk girl, and then becoming more punkish. Like when you first found stuff that had anything to do with Sam, it didn't seem like she seemed like a little girl kind of, and then as you learn more, like the character sort of develops, and you almost see her sort of shift to that sort of identity. So there's a little bit of a narrative just in sort of them knowing what you're going to do. It's similar to them knowing that you're going to leave all the lights on. And then like some rooms are locked, so they can sort of like, they know the east wing or to the right of the stairs. They know you're not going to be able to get in there right away. So unless I think you can just sort of go around somehow, but they assume that you're going to take your time and look at stuff, and by the time you get there, you'll know more things. So I imagine the stuff in that room is more like further in the story. So there's a little bit of a narrative arc, but otherwise it's mainly told through you just seeing stuff, and you sort of get out of it what you put into it. If you look at more stuff, you get more atmosphere. You kind of just figure out who this family is and what their deal is. It's good stuff. That's pretty much it for this one. I'm going to do another video maybe even today, just because I haven't done one for a while. So I haven't been doing these lately. I've been playing a game called Tales of Zestiria, and they don't allow me to publish or to broadcast stuff. Like if you've ever played PS4 games, sometimes you enter like big spoilery moments, and you'll see a little prompt that comes up that says you're not allowed to screen share or take screenshots or videos. They don't want people to post spoilers up on the internet. The entire game that I'm playing right now has that mode on it. They just, for some reason, don't want you to show it off, I guess. It's a fun game, but I feel like the beginning wouldn't ruin anything, but apparently I won't be doing one of these videos for it, so they won't reach out to 10 people one of whom might buy the game. They've lost a sale is what they've done. No, it's a good game. I may be able to stream it anyway, through other means. That being said, I think I have the capability now to stream Xbox One, which I could have always done similar to the PS4 version, except I don't have connect, so I would have had a video thing and you'd have been able to talk. But I bought one of those little thingies that you plug into and it captures any video that you're doing. So I should be able to do videos for Wii U and Xbox One stuff now. And I probably will. I also am planning on playing Life is Strange. I finished that game. There's a lot of playthroughs of people going through that game on online. But what I might do is a playthrough that's intended for people who already know what happens. So it's kind of spoilery, talking about the ending and then making decisions throughout the game based on what you know happens. I think that might be interesting. I kind of suspect that won't actually make that much of a difference in how the game plays out, but I may do that just because I like that game and it'd be kind of fun to do more than... Maybe I'll keep the chunks to 40 minutes. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'm planning on doing that. A couple other games coming up, too. I don't know what I'll do next, though. That is all for this. Thank you for watching.